Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what it is. You and tuned in to another episode of the Man Cave Sports Podcast. Yo, drop that beat.
Drawing the keys on this shit now.
Yeah. Don't you dare change that channel because you tapped in to the Man Cave Sports Podcast. I'm your host of today's festivities, your boy Wildcard Martin in the building, and I got my brodies with me. We got the man, the one and only. Hey, he's a four-corner boy, but he's also part of the Man Cave crew too, man. King, man, what's happening with you, man?
All good, man. All good. Don't forget to catch that top 5 tomorrow, too.
Top five. That's right. That's right. And then of course we got the man, the myth, the legend, Double J, Jae Jones in the building. What's happening with you, Walter?
Hey man, ain't nothing, man. I'm glad to be here with y'all, man. You know what we do, chopping it up, talking that good sport stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we got the man of many monikers. He represents Moco to the fullest. He could be Coach Drip one day. He could be Hollywood Mike T one day, depending on the episode or whatever the content is on 613 Faye Productions. But today, he Mike T. What's happening with you, Walter?
Hey man, I just can't wait till the summer cookout. I'm gonna make this a clip. You Young Speed All-Star guys, try to make the game y'all versus me. I'm not playing. Y'all came out Moco last year, beat us. Well, and I have to say us now because I'm the commissioner. I make both teams, but for some reason, y'all feel as though y'all can just keep coming for me. Pause. I'm letting you know. I'm bringing the Monstars this year.
Hey.
We're going to defend where we're from.
Hey.
And we're going to talk shit all year.
Hey.
I just got one question, man. Which one of them Monstars stole Charles Barkley basketball skills? That's all I want to know.
So it's like my team. See, the team that I comprise this year is LeBron Space Jam and Michael Jordan Space Jam.
Robots in the alien.
So I don't know. I try to tell them you better leave my man Coach Steve alone too, because you keep trying to take shots at Coach Steve for his dancing skills, and my man is having fun. You better leave. Listen, we telling you. Listen.
Hey, I better leave Coach Steve alone. Hey, man, let my man crank out, man. He doing it. He might
dance on the court. He gonna hit y'all with something on the court.
Hey, shout out to Coach Steve, man. Had a great episode with him. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with that episode. That was a great episode. Hey, you never know. You might see a little bit more Coach Steve on 613. Just never know. Never know. For real. Hey, but since we talking basketball, let's go in there. All right. So we're going to talk about the NBA first team list. You got some names on there. All right. I'm going to put y'all hip to it. First team this year, all NBA first team. You got Giannis Antetokounmpo from the Milwaukee Bucks at power forward. You got Nikola Jokic, center, MVP for the Denver Nuggets. You got Luka Doncic, point guard for the Dallas Mavericks. You got Jason Tatum, small forward from the Boston Celtics. And you got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, point guard for the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm coming to you, King Mel. Talk to me, man. Any names that on there that they got it right, they got it wrong? You feeling indifferent? You feeling somebody got robbed, snubbed? Talk to us, man.
Me personally, I don't feel like Giannis should be there.
Ooh.
That's my own personal take.
Ooh.
I just feel like, he shouldn't have just been there. That's how I just personally felt. I wasn't that impressed with Giannis this year. Maybe it's the fact that he was playing with Dame that made it not impressive to me, but
I mean, they had some issues this year. They had a lot of issues with coaching and, you know what I'm saying, with a lot of just the chemistry.
They didn't have no real issues.
Well, I mean,
we all know Giannis can't shoot. We all know Dame like to get to the bucket and shoot 3-pointers. You limit Dame to one thing. Dame looked like himself when Giannis wasn't there, at least in my eyes.
Nah, you're right.
So
yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, the coach, they got their coach fired when they was in first place. They ain't sniffed first place after that ever again.
They was like 40-5 and fired them, yeah.
Yeah, like they won. They was, I believe, 30-10. That coach said, yeah, the Giannis or whatever how you pronounce the brother name. You know, he's just taking up a spot on the bench. Giannis
you saw his brother.
Yeah.
Once he said that in the press conference, Giannis said, oh, he taking up a spot on the bench. Don't worry, we got to free up a spot. You don't even see it coming.
Yo spot.
Yo, then they went and got, come on, Doc Rivers. We know what you do in the playoffs, but come on. Come on.
That's how you know Bama's hate LeBron so bad. Bama's is mad at LeBron for trying to get his kid in the league, but they don't care about Giannis's brother.
Bruh, taking up a roster spot, man. That's wild. Hey, man. Hey, do what you do. Jae Jones, Double J, talk to us, man. First team All NBA. Some names on there. You like it? They got it right. Somebody got snubbed. Talk to us, man.
I mean, these lists, you gonna always feel like somebody. There could have been room for somebody else. Me personally, I would have liked to see maybe Ant Edwards on there, but you know, I don't know who I would take off. You know what I'm saying? All these players had pretty good individual years, you know what I'm saying, this year, you know, statistic wise. So it's hard to say who I would take off. I mean, maybe Luka because he don't play defense, you know what I'm saying? Like I would, you could think that, but I mean, offensively, he's just, you know what I'm saying, that guy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, you know, Jason Tatum, two-way player, shot, you know, he had an amazing year. He was an MVP runner-up. So it's like, you know, I would have liked to see Ant Edwards on there, but I don't really have an issue with the first team. I mean, it is what it is.
I feel you. Mike T, man, talk to us, man.
I agree with both guys. I will say I wasn't mad at the list when it came out because I mean, pretty much at least 4 out of the 5 guys really did have great seasons. I Mel argument about Giannis, I think that is very valid. That would be the person I would take off. To Jay's point, that would be the only person I would take off. But since they do it position-wise, I don't know who else I would put at that position. Anthony Davis maybe over Giannis at the 4. But other than that, I mean, I just think people will be trying to find reason to be upset.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, you got 2 point guards listed as point guards with Luka and Shea. So if
Shea ain't the point guard, we know that.
Yeah, but they got Ant listed as shooting guard on second team. So just me personally, if there is a person that I would take off, it'd probably be Giannis, and then I could slide in Ant Edwards right there at shooting guard since they already got 2 point guards. But
I mean, or you could. My bad, Mark. Wow.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna suggest maybe you could just, if you're gonna take off Giannis and put in Ant-Man, you could go ahead, slide Tatum to the 4 and put in Ant-Man at the 3.
Yeah, either way.
But I think traditionally they've always done
all 5 positions.
Yeah, that's
yeah. But and I think that's probably one thing that they kind of slightly been tweaking with the first or the all NBA teams, because most of these guys are not really playing traditional positions. Because Luka's that's a big guy at point guard. Like, he's not a traditional point guard. Like, let's be honest.
Forward.
Yeah, he's a point forward, but they got him listed as a point guard. So I mean, let's be honest about it. Like he's not your traditional size of a point guard. But yeah, go ahead.
It's the first year of the rule that you got to play a certain amount of games. So it might have been different if certain people were eligible.
True. Hey, because that's a good point. If Joel Embiid stays healthy, you know, there's a possibility he might be on this list, but we'll see. But just for S and G's, I'm ramble off the All NBA second team. You got Kevin Durant, power forward for the Phoenix Suns. Kawhi Leonard, shooting forward or small forward for the Clippers. Anthony Davis, power forward for the Lakers. You got Jalen Brunson, point guard for the Knicks. You got shooting guard Ant Edwards from the Minnesota Timberwolves. And just one more round at the All NBA third team, you have LeBron James, small forward, the Lakers. Steph Curry, point guard for the Warriors. Devin Booker, shooting guard for the Suns. Domantas Sabonis, power forward for the Sacramento Kings. And Tyrese Halliburton, point guard for the Indiana Pacers. So just, I'm glad that they didn't play favorites and didn't automatically put LeBron in first All-NBA team just off a namesake. That's not hating on them. I'm just saying, sometimes there's some love given to certain people just based off of status. And that happens in the NBA, happens in the NFL and other pro sports. But hey, there's your All-NBA teams right there. And let's move this old conversation along in the NBA world, because we gonna get back to what we normally do right here on the Man Cave Sports, the Man Cave Sports Podcast. We gonna have a little start, bench, or cut NBA playoff editions. I'm gonna give y'all 3 names. All right, and I'm gonna put a little parameter. Take age out of the equation, as in it doesn't matter. The age of the player don't matter. All right. Jason Tatum, Kyrie Irving, and Edwards. Who we starting, who we benching, and who's getting a cut. All right, I'm coming to you, Mike T. Who you starting, who you benching, who you cutting?
This might be an unpopular pick.
Ooh.
Kyrie is starting.
Oh.
Do I give my reasons or do I give my name first?
Hey, you are fair to give your reasons.
He's the only one that's won out of all these. Ooh. And it was partially because of him that they won. He's been here before. And he proved that game 1 against the Timberwolves. Like, youngin, don't say my name.
Said his name like Candyman.
I'm benching Ant Edwards. I just think something about Ant is just very special. The fact that he did say, I'm guarding Kyrie, and didn't shy away from it. He welcomed it. The dog is in him. He's a different breed. He's with the old heads be talking about the game ain't the same no more. Nobody love the game. Well, you can't say that about this kid.
Hey, what they be saying?
What they say?
Like, man, the game ain't the game no more, man. These youngsters don't care about the game no more. They getting paid all this money. Like, you old hater. Because you got $15 when you played. You mad at them. You mad at them. Relax. If you were doing all the stuff you was doing back then when your little $93 paycheck, NBA paycheck, and you were doing all that stuff back in the day, you would have acted a total donkey getting paid $150 million. So relax. But I'm cutting Jason Tatum. I just think Jason Tatum is a very skilled, very talented basketball player. I just think his ability to win is questionable. You get here all the time. Yeah, you've been here pretty much your whole damn career, Eastern Conference Finals. But you got to win at this point.
Man, he over here looking like a Buffalo Bill, man. Ain't that
exactly?
He looking like a Buffalo.
But that's part of the problem though, because he be having, and Mel know, because this is his squad, he be missing in action when they looking for him.
Have you seen her?
Like, at least when Ant is missing in action, Ant is kind of like encouraging the team and doing other things in the game to make his presence felt.
I feel you.
Once Jaden and Tatum clock out, it's over.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just want to say, as we record right now, he's clocked out. So that's why I'm not even upset with Mike T saying. Right now, he's just giving up 4 points.
Hey,
Do I
man.
know if it's gonna change? I don't know.
And 3 turnovers.
Bro, he clocked out. So I can understand. That's why I'm not even upset what he's saying. What he's saying is true.
Rebuttaling.
Hey.
It's like it's the inconsistentness.
He just dunked. He got 6 points.
What we do? He hurting somebody parlay. I'm just glad it ain't mine because I use BetAlytics.
Hey, bro. Hey, shout out to BetAlytics, our man G Money. Hey, put the advantage in your pocket. I'm trying to tell you.
Sir.
BetAlytics.com. Hit that 20% caveman little code. Get you a little 20% off your subscription and holler at G Money on G Money Man Cave. Did I say his Twitter right? I probably
Caveman. G
Yeah.
Money Caveman.
Yeah, G Money Caveman. Hey, tap in with him on his Twitter page. He be putting up the parlays and all that stuff. So tap in with him. I'm coming. Hey, since you said it, King Mailman, I'm coming to you, man. Start benching the cutting. Who's getting that start 9? Who got it right the pine and who getting cut?
See, this is tough for me. Because I want to put Tatum in there, but truthfully, it's the inconsistentness. Like, I know I gotta have Ant-Man in there because we already see what he's doing. If I'm having a bad game, which he did in Game 7, he had a horrible shooting performance. But you know what he did?
Play defense.
F it, I'm playing defense then.
You checked every other box.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do everything else, and that's what you want. You can have a bad shooting performance, but don't give up. Fight for the 50-50 basketball. Go out there and try to guard the best player. Do what you gotta do. Jason Tatum, you my guy. I've been rocking with you since you was a rookie before all the tattoos. Some days you make me want to drive all the way up to Boston and punch you in the face. And some days I want to take out my Jason Tatum jersey and rave around the whole house. Just please, can we just meet in the middle? Can we just meet in the middle? But Kyrie Irving, I definitely got to give him his props. He helped close the door on some of them series against OKC and back against the Clippers. It was some stuff that Kyrie Irving was doing during this playoffs. It had stopped the whole world. It was one shot where he made 3 Clippers in his face. 3 Clippers in his face. He floating in the air. I could hear the music. Oh! He putting the ball in the basket. So it's just like, I got to take Kyrie. I might start Anthony Edwards just because, as Mike T said, he got that dog in him.
Oh.
And with that dog, I noticed one thing. He's not a great 3-point shooter, but depending on the situation, he ain't scared to take that shot and not scared to make it.
He chucked them joints.
He don't care. And he'll make the right play. If he got to kick it to Cat, if he got to even motivate Cat, hey, Carl Anthony Towns, what you doing fouling these fools? We need you on the court. Get it together. That's one thing I want out of my starter. Is that type of stuff, right? That energy. Then I got Kyrie, where one half he could go for 25, 75, 85 points. The next half he could just pass the ball off because he done did everything that he need to do. So Jason Tatum, I apologize, but you got to get cut. But if you win the championship, you back, dogs. I'm here with you. We're going to turn that 0 on your jersey to a 1.
All right, so you cutting Jason. So you got to make the tough decision. Who you starting, who you benching?
I'm starting Ant-Man. I'll start Ant-Man.
All right. Hey, not a bad choice. Double J, holler at the people, man. What you gonna do? Who's starting? Who benching? Who getting? You gotta cut that off.
Hey man, well, I think we all agree that Jason Tatum is getting cut. Like Mike C said, he is a great player, phenomenal young player, but Mel just mentioned it, his inconsistencies in the playoffs. I'm gonna probably just start with Ant, just because obviously he's got that dog, but I think he's a little bit better defender than Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? And, he can score. They both can score whenever they want, but Kyrie, I'm gonna put him on the bench because he can close, like Mel and Mike T said. You know what I'm saying? He just does what he does, man. He's that guy. He's experienced. He can get to wherever he needs to get to on the court, man. And Kyrie is he's a dog as well. So might as well have 2 dogs.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Hey, man, hey, just for S and Gs, I feel what y'all saying, but I'm gonna go with what Mike T said. I'm definitely starting Kyrie. And it's not a slight on Ant. I need that experience. I need that championship on your resume. Kyrie got that. And despite what a lot of people say, talking about, oh, he missed LeBron. I see some reports that LeBron been missing Kyrie ever since he left his sidekick role. LeBron been missing Kyrie. All right. We know we saw who closed that 2016 championship for Cleveland. We saw.
LeBron ain't the only one missing him.
Hey, that was Uncle Drew. That was Uncle Drew. Uncle Drew were they closing 20. That wasn't Kyrie. That was Uncle Drew. He closed that series out in 2016, baby. And, hey, he showed out. He showed out. Hey,
KD looking like, damn, man, we could have had what you and Luka got right now, bro. Like,
hey, man, you talking about a what could have been in Brooklyn? Had a lot of things went different, man.
Timing.
Yeah, timing. You got that right. But hey, man, we gonna keep this train rolling as we talk NBA playoffs. Obviously, as we record, Game 2 of the Pacers and the Celtics are going on right now. You got Game 1 between the Mavericks and the T-Wolves have already occurred. So we in conference final times, man. We getting down to the nitty-gritty of the NBA season, man. So just go ahead and give me your thoughts so far on the NBA playoffs, especially this round so far, conference finals round, and possibly what you think could end up being the result. Double J, Jae Jones, talk to me, man.
I think it's going. Well, I would like to see Boston and Minnesota go at it in the finals. Indiana's a really good team, really young team. I thought the Pascal Siakam trade was going to make a difference. I didn't think they would be this far, but I knew it would make a difference. But Indiana, they had Game 1, but they fumbled the bag bad, man. They fumbled the bag or had 2 turnovers at the end of the game, kind of, winning overtime, and they lost it. But it's dope to see different teams. You know what I'm saying? We're not seeing the same old team, especially in the Western Conference where we seen Minnesota take out Denver in Game 7. Minnesota kind of had a chance to against Dallas. Bring your ass, as Ant said. and Dallas brought their ass. Kyrie brought his game with him after, I think Mike T alluded to it earlier that, y'all don't know that that Ant was just like he was going to guard him. Yeah, well, hey.
Drop 30.
He dropped 30. He dropped 20 of them in like the first half. Like he was cooking. He was hibachi. So 2 great series, man. I'm glad to see. I like to see the youngins out there. So, if it's up to me, I hope we can see Boston and Minnesota. So yeah.
I dig it. My man, King Mel, talk to us, man. What you been liking so far in this playoffs, man?
I love the fact that we are guaranteed a brand new champion. That's one thing I love. So, if I'm not mistaken, since Kawhi Leonard won the NBA champion in Toronto, there's been a different type of champion every year. And it's felt great. I don't know about y'all. Only thing, feel better, Celtics 3-peat, but yeah, we gotta get there first. But on top of that, Tatum, up and down, Halliburton, he's been doing his thing. Exciting, but he kind of crumbled the bag. That was Indiana game to lose rather than the Celtics game to win, because they gave it up already. They was up by like 15, I think, at one point, and then just gave the game away. When I look back, I'm like, oh yeah, this over. The next thing you know, I look, Brown shooting, making a 3 with 10 seconds left. I'm like, okay. Then we got stuff on the Western Conference with with Ant-Man. He's doing his thing, knocked out Joker, swept KD. Those are pretty big names, 2 big MVPs, former champions. And then you got Luka looking like he's ready to get that first ring.
Hey, I always knock Luka for the lack of defense he plays. I gotta give him some credit. He came through on some clutch moments in that Game 1 against Minnesota with some good defensive plays, not just offensive. He came through with a couple good offensive plays. So definitely a good point on that, King Man. Mike T, man, talk to us, man. What you feeling so far this Eastern Conference, Western Conference Finals, and potentially what you will want to see in the finals, man?
So I'll start with that first. I think that the Eastern Conference right now is really playing. Well, they should be hoping that Minnesota doesn't make it. Because I don't think either one of those teams could beat Minnesota. I just don't. I can't see either one of those teams beating Minnesota. But I do think that the NBA is in a really good spot. It's in a really good spot. There's so many storylines that fit into what's going on. You got the emergence of Ant. You got possibly Kyrie, Adam Silver having to give Kyrie Irving the trophy.
I do want that to happen too.
I
ain't even thinking of that.
You got the Pacers possibly, you know what I'm saying, maybe getting there first. And then you got the same with Minnesota, maybe possibly them getting there first. So it's a lot of storylines and there's a lot of different things going in. I would like to see Minnesota versus whoever. It really doesn't make a difference for me for the East. My team's not in there, so really doesn't make a difference. But I think it's been a very good playoffs. I think people complained at the beginning about like some of the matches of some of the superstars having to play each other early. I think this was I'm not gonna say the perfect playoffs, but this was one of the most solid playoffs that we've had in pretty much in a long time. Again, we might get a new champ, like Mel said, and it's dope where the NBA is at right now.
Yeah. Hey, I can't even lie, man. It's some good parody. You can, there's no obviously some like old heads like Mike said, man. There's no LeBron, there's no Steph, there's no Warriors, there's no Lakers. Defending champs already got knocked out. I think it's up in the air who could possibly win this championship, man. That's something that to Mike T point, man. I don't think there's been like that in a while that you can say who's going to win this finals, because at this point I really don't know. They all make a strong, compelling case. I mean, Indiana makes a great case because they play hard, but do they have the talent or the roster that can get to the championship? Boston has a compelling point. I will say this, and I'm gonna follow this up with another question for you guys, and I definitely want to hear from you, Mel, on this. Who has the most pressure to win a championship? Me personally, I believe it's Boston. Hey, this is 3 straight, ECF appearances. You got to start getting over that hump. You got to start, just can't make it to the conference finals and jump up in here. So jump back in here, Mike T. Who got the most pressure of these last 4 teams to win the championship, man?
Boston, easily. It's easily Boston. I would say because it looks like people were saying that they're trying to make Ant the face. So it's kind of pressure on him, but he's young. That's the one thing that work on him. He's only 21, 22.
Yeah.
So, it would be him, or Luka. It would be Luka as well. Because this team is as far as they've gotten. They've been to the Western Conference Finals before, but not with this team.
Yeah.
But I think it's Boston.
I feel you. Double J, talk to us.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely Boston, man. They've gotten to the Eastern Conference Final 3 times. They've been to the finals 2, 3 straight times.
I know they went once with this crew.
They just went once, okay, but they've been to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, 3 straight years. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, they've been together the longest. They've had the chemistry the longest. You know what I'm saying? I know they, had a coaching change, but they definitely have the most pressure to get to the championship. And then I would follow it up with Dallas as well. So.
Okay. Yeah, Dallas. Hey, that's a good point too. I feel y'all. King Mel, go ahead, man. Hey.
Yeah, so it's obvious the Celtics got the most pressure because out of all these teams here, they're the ones that really like reconstruction a roster fully.
Mm-hmm.
We got rid of Marcus Smart, our longest 10-year player, to pick up, Drew Holiday. We got rid of, Bragdon. So it's like we getting rid of players. We got rid of what's that guy? Williams.
Yeah, Robert Williams. Yeah.
We got rid of him.
Grant Williams too.
Grant
Mhm.
Williams. He was talking to Jimmy Butler. We felt like he cost us a game. You know what? We sent him to the deep end. You figure it out there. You ain't rocking with us no more. You
The
did all
deep
that
end was-
chirping.
The deep end was Charlotte.
Yeah. No, they sent. What was it? They
College
sent him to the
first.
Grizzlies. They sent him to the Grizzlies. If I'm not mistaken, Ja was like, "You chirp too much. Go ahead, go to Charlotte, your hometown.
Yeah.
Go talk over there." But we do got them. We picked up Porzingis for a reason.
Yeah.
But as I stated before, when we picked him up, it
Yeah.
comes with pros and cons. He's gonna look good on the floor as the third option. He gonna hit them shots. The point is, can he make it to the court? That's the point. Can he make it to the court?
Where he at right now, man?
He ain't even about to make it to game 3. They said
He's
it's
about
a
to be our next
possibility
guest.
for game 4. I'm just saying, like, and I've
He's
been a
gonna be
fan
the
of
next
his
guest.
since his rookie season. Like, when he was playing in New York, I was been a fan of his.
Mm.
So, like, to have him on my team, and then when we really need him, right now, we could really use him, especially going into the finals. He may not be there.
Well,
He may not be there. But that's
Hey,
the
you-
that's how
problem.
it feels, fool.
Hey, y'all also got the most pressure because y'all paid Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
Nah, we only
Oh, no,
paid
no.
Brown.
They only
We
paid Jaylen Brown. Hey,
All right,
was bringing
y'all about to pay Tatum.
well,
We about to.
well, hold on. That brings me to my next question. Celtics don't win the finals. You pay Jaylen Brown. You on the cusp of trying to sign Jason Tatum. Do you explore all options? And especially you, Mel, you the Celtics fan. Do you at least have that real conversation as a management team? Like, hey, man, because Jaylen Brown getting $53 million a year on that extension. Jason Tatum's is going to exceed that. Talking about almost 60.
If they make it to the finals, then it's like, all right, let's see if we can run it back. But if they don't, and they lose to the Indiana Pacers, who don't play a lick of defense, it's either full court press, that don't work. After you score, we're gonna run straight down the court. That is their offense. That's everything. That's how they play. So if they lose to them, I believe they breaking that boy band up. That boy band is done.
Damn.
Mike T, either one of y'all got tap into your GM thinking caps. They don't win the
team up. I broke the team up last year.
Ooh. So you saying
They
you
kind of did.
back
They
this
kind
year?
of did.
They did. That's what they did. They got rid of, like, think about it. They got rid of Marcus Smart. That was their heart and soul of the team.
Facts.
They looked him in the face and said goodbye.
Mm.
The man was a former defensive player of the year. The last guard to win that award was Gary Payton. Marcus Smart just did that. They went to the finals that year. And then what happened? They lose to Golden State. The next year, Malcolm Brogdon, 6th man of the year. Where did we get us? Cooked on our home court game 7 to the
By who?
Miami Heat.
Mike.
Man, you gotta call a spade a spade. Yo,
You
if I'm
shouldn't
gonna
have
be
been
up here,
crying
I'm gonna
about
tell the truth.
Porzingis. Let us have. If we'd have had Jimmy, we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now.
All right. I don't believe so.
Should
But
have put
yeah,
y'all out y'all misery earlier.
I hear you.
Oh man. But if you trade Tatum or trade one of them, what are you looking? Who are you looking to get in return?
Somebody.
Somebody, honestly, me personally, I try to trade him. If I was going to trade anybody, I'd probably trade Brown and go get Mikal Bridges because I like Mikal Bridges' game. And I like the fact that he's consistently been playing a whole bunch of NBA games. He shows up every day. He gives his heart out. He's a two-way player as well. He could shoot the three. He could dunk. I know he could lead a team. So I like the way Bridges plays.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
you could get more assets coming off the bench too if you make a trade for Bridges. Because we could possibly get Cam Thompson. Because we know Brown contract is very hefty. So Brooklyn gonna have to give up a lot of names to at least match or do a 3-way trade.
Y'all can get Kyle Kuzma from DC. You know,
Don't
you
do
get
that.
him.
Don't
you
do
get
that.
him for free.
Don't do that.
Hell, man.
Don't do that.
Kyle Kuzma not a bad pickup, but
Yes, he is.
nah. He's just a
What he
bad
done
pickup.
with the Wizards?
hey,
He's not a bad pickup. We don't took a player from the Wizards. His name is Porzingis.
Hey,
You see how that worked out?
Yeah.
I mean, look, he been like that since what?
You obviously don't watch this show.
He's been like that. Porzingis been hurt, damaged, broken, everything since he came into the league. We know this.
Yeah, but hey, man, I'm just gonna say this: anytime a player gets sent to DC to play for the Wizards, that's what the league think about you. They want you to go to purgatory. All right, they saying they done with you.
the bottom.
You bottom. We're done with you. So if you trade for them, that says something about your squad. You that desperate to go to purgatory to go get you a player. You got to evaluate some things, man. That's
it worked out. It got us in first place. We in the
Y'all would have been first place without Porzingis. Y'all ain't need Porzingis. Y'all ain't need Porzingis. I mean, yeah, Milwaukee, but I mean, come on, bro. Like,
here's what Porzingis do. He set up the game plan for Joe Mazzulla. Joe Mazzulla won 5 3-point shooters on the court at all times. So that's what Porzingis does. Al Horford is too old to be hitting 3-point shots anymore. I seen that man clank. I thought he was playing Fortnite the way he was bricking. I just thought he was building all this stuff. Like, so
bro, Porzingis played 57 games for y'all. Y'all would have been in first place without Porzingis, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, exactly.
Hey, it's the East. It ain't the West. Because my thing is, what benefits y'all, the Celtics being in the East, is that you know what Philly gonna do. Joel Embiid and them is going at best make it to the second round. That's it. But they're not a first place team. Okay, Milwaukee. We saw what Milwaukee was. All right, they were good, but they not a threat to the Eastern Conference crown. All right, who else you got to worry about in the East?
The only team that we got to worry about is the Heat. To be honest.
Okay, and then what happened to them? Jimmy goes down. They're a different team.
And I told y'all about the Knicks, me being a former Knicks fan. I already told you how that was going to go.
Oh, man. Hey, can we talk about them real quick? Because I gave them so much hate. And then when they proved me wrong, I gave them props. And then the moment I give them props, the Knicks start nicking.
Don't worry, Wildcard. Don't worry, Wildcard. Here's your paperwork. That's what all the Knicks fans does. This is what they go through all the time, man.
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't listen to me.
I don't know, man.
I told you it was going to happen.
I tried to give a benefit of the doubt, dog.
They are who we thought they were.
And they always going to be like that.
They all
let them off the hook.
And let them off the hook.
Until they get rid of that owner, boy. They
playoffs.
Like that.
Playoffs.
The Knicks play their best when you think they suck. When you go, yo, the Knicks suck. And now they want to look like one of the greatest organizations ever. As soon as you go, hey, man.
I'm be honest with you, man. I've never seen the Knicks play their best. My whole lifetime, they have always sucked.
We was all right back in the day.
No, y'all suck.
No, Jay, don't
they
say
win
that.
Nothing.
No,
y'all were the Buffalo Bills.
No,
y'all were the Buffalo Bills.
Wait, hold on, Jay, don't do that. You said former Knick fan. Don't say that. No,
former. I can vouch for them back. You know what I'm saying?
When
back in like the 2000s, the 1990s, the 2000s. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Mike funny. He said you wasn't born.
He wasn't born when Phil Jackson and them won the ring.
When Bernard King and it
Hell no. Talk about the 90s. What were they good? Michael Jordan was kicking their ass the whole time.
Yeah, but they was better than what they was back in you know what I'm saying, the mid 2000s when they had Isaiah Thomas in them as motherfucking coach.
Oh man.
Yo, I remember that. I remember
That was a terrible era.
Oh man.
I don't know, man.
Starberry.
Hey, but
Michael
hold on.
Jordan had to go play baseball for y'all to get anything.
You ain't lying. He had us in him.
Y'all got whooped in the finals. But
Yeah, we got motherfucking Hakeem.
then y'all went against Tim Duncan in the finals.
Got burned.
Hey, hold on, Jay. I think we need to dig a little bit further in this. Do you know the exact date that you was like, man, enough is enough? I can no
When
longer.
they fired David Fisdale. I said, I'm gone, bro. Enough is enough, man.
Oh, so this is.
It took you that long?
That's what I'm
it
saying.
took me that long. Yeah, I was burnt. Yeah.
Yeah.
When they traded Porzingis away and then they fired David Fisdale, I was like, yeah, nah.
Hey Mike, your man was a gluttonous for punishment, bro.
Hey, dog, Knicks fans have gone through the most heartache.
You ain't lying.
So, bruh, them Bama's go through so much heartache. They cry when they don't get the number 1 pick.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, we were supposed to get Zion. And
That
then we got
fucking Porzingis was like, who?
Exactly. Like, what? Who the fuck is that?
Yeah, I was cursing Porzingis out.
Like a motherfucker.
Basketball. Yeah, I was like, you know what?
And then he kept getting hurt. Oh, shit. Keep him.
They curse out all the players, never Dolan.
Yeah, wow, bro.
He's the worst. That's why they ain't gonna never win. They cursed.
Man, this is wild.
Should have gave him some butter Tims, man. He would have been hurt.
Hey, man, we
wait, you was rocking with the Knicks when they gave Joe Noah that check?
Yeah.
Why? It's fucking.
Told you. Hey, gluttonous for punishment. You a loyal one, Jay. Woo, you a loyal.
I be trying, man.
Bro. Hey, man.
You should have knew that franchise was cursed when they drafted Charlie Ward.
They
drafted a Heisman Trophy winner to be on their basketball team.
Hey, fam. Hey, Jay. Hey, sometimes loyalty could get mixed construed with insanity.
Well, that's why I had to let it go. I had to let it go. I had to let it go, man. I had to let that shit go.
So the fandom like me. And then rooting for the Philadelphia Hornet Lakers.
I can't. Oh man. Hey, last topic in the basketball world. We kind of spoke on it last episode. Caitlin Clark had her debut. She's now about 5 games into the season. And it seems like there's more criticism coming Caitlin's way. So let me ask you this, fellas. Is it constructive criticism or is it a little bit of hate and jealousy in this joint right here? What's going on? I'm coming to you, Double Jae Jones. We love, showing some love to the ladies, WNBA players on here. What you thinking, man?
Man, I'm a huge fan of Caitlin Clark. We've been all fans on here of Caitlin Clark in college, since she was in college. I think it's a little bit of both. I think they are mad because she's getting the attention that she's getting. I believe, I don't know how accurate this is, but I know she's got the Indiana Fever have a lot of primetime games. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like that. Like, she just came into the league, blah, blah, blah. A lot of people just don't like, they really never really watched Caitlin Clark until last year. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the year before when Angel Reese, when the controversy between them two came out. But and then I think a lot of people are just mad because she is the poster child and she is taking the game to another level. You know what I'm saying? They, not to say they weren't going to get some of these things before Caitlin Clark or whatever, but we didn't see, you know what I'm saying? Now they got private jets where they flying, and now they're getting more endorsements and things that more viewers and everything like that because of Caitlin Clark in this draft class. So I think it's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of jealousy. People don't like that. You know how it is when they show a person too much or give a person too much attention, people start hating, and then people try to make it a race thing. Oh, well, why Angel Reese not getting this, and why this, and why that, and this, that, and the other. They didn't even know who Angel Reese was 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? They watch a game here and there, and then they think they know who they are. But I mean, it's a little bit of both, and it's sad. They turned on Caitlin Clark quick.
Quick.
I mean, that shit was quick. I mean, it went from she's the all-time leading scorer in college basketball to why is Ice Cube only offering her this deal and she ain't even all that, and you know what I'm saying? And then you had a Diana Taurasi, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people said she was hating, but it wasn't really hate. It was just when you go to the pros, like you gonna have that learning curve. So it's a little bit of jealousy and it's a little bit of hate. You know what I'm saying? But she's figuring it out. The last 2 games, I think they've been competitive. I think they lost to the Mercury. She had like 17, 5, and 3. And then the other day against Seattle, she had 21 and 7. So she's starting to figure it out. Once her and Aaliyah Boston get it going and clicking, they're gonna be a fun team to watch. But it's a little bit of both. It's hate and jealousy.
I feel you. King Mel, talk to us, man.
All right. So I just feel like, me personally, when it's coming from the people before Caitlin Clark time, like the Sue Birds and everything, I feel like it's constructive. I feel like they just, speaking from a place that have already experienced that before. But when a random Joe that ain't never watched Caitlin Clark dribble the basketball or anything, just randomly just go, yeah, she sucked and all this stuff, and why she getting all of this, but not paying attention. And you know what's the part that really kills me about the WNBA? The girl was only drafted last month. The girl drafted last month. She didn't get a chance like, the men. They get a chance to whoop, let's gel together, have some time. You could watch the rookie prospects play. Like, oh yeah, this rookie might make it on the team. Let me go talk to him. Let me go hang out with him, give him some advice. The woman you drafted, you take some pictures. All right, time to get on that court.
Yeah, you go straight in the training camp.
And it's just like, sometimes that's hard because now she's got to really learn on the fly. Everything that she's doing is pretty much learning on the fly, which is going to be difficult. So we're going to see the mistakes and everything, and we're going to be able to point out all of that. So,
man, you know what, Mel? I never looked at it that way because, because when you see the draft happening for the fellas, it's summertime. They get at least 3-4 months training camp, summer league ball, and then they get to be with their team and start working on that continuity and get together, and then they don't kick off the season till damn near Halloween. So
yeah, that's what
for
I'm
the
saying.
WNBA
Like,
players, they go
September, close to Halloween. Like, it's just,
hey, it went like this. With the number 1 draft pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, Caitlin Clark. She held up a jersey, and then the commissioner whispered, said, "You gotta get to work."
She might as well put that motherfucker on when she got drafted.
Yo, I'm just. That's the only thing that I got not.
Lace them up now.
Because I really went back and I looked at the dates. If I'm not mistaken, April 14th or 15th, she got drafted. Her first official WNBA game, of the regular season was at least May 14th. So, God, like, that's just 30 days. It's hard to gel within that time period.
Yeah, and going up to, like Jay said, you're going up to another level of competition. You're not only playing with professionals, you're playing with the some of the elite women on the planet Earth in the WNBA. So yeah, that's a big leap in competition. And Mike T, man, I always love your very straight edge and take all the feelings out of your takes. I got to hear from you, man. Is this a little hate, jealousy, or is it constructive criticism, man?
So I'm gonna go with what Jay said. It's both. But I want to take some time. I really do hope this goes viral. I've never said this on the show, but I really do hope this goes viral. WNBA, right now, you need to detach yourself from anybody that is not supporting all of these young ladies. And what I mean by that is a lot of people are speaking for the WNBA that shouldn't be right now. That didn't watch the product before, have no clue about the product, have no clue about the product, period. Basketball, not just WNBA, but basketball. People always say time repeats itself. Well, There was a young kid from Michigan State, and there was a young kid from Indiana State in the late 70s that had a rivalry. And the NBA at the time was on tape delay
Mm-hmm.
with Wilt and Kareem and all of them in the league. Those two guys' names was Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. They came into the league and took it to another level, and then we saw Jordan take it to a whole nother level.
Mm-hmm.
I think the WNBA is at that point. Now, I say that, and people might think to myself, you're comparing it to their time. The NBA has been around for 75 years. It wasn't around for 75 years when that happened, brother.
Mm.
This is the WNBA's 26th year. If I'm not mistaken, the NBA wasn't too far off from that many years when that happened with Magic and Bird.
They won't bankrupt, bro.
So let it grow. I think a lot of it has something to do with the race, which is disgusting for me, because it's you can like both. Matter of fact, I'm gonna even go even further. You can love Angel Reese and hate Caitlin Clark, but you don't have to hate on her.
Mm.
If you get what I'm saying. I'm a Miami Heat fan. I have no love for the Celtics, but I don't hate Jason Tatum. I give it up to him if he does what he has to do. And that's the same thing you could do with this situation. Another thing I want to say is I'm glad we record this show. I'm glad stuff usually doesn't happen in sports on Thursdays. So I can get a little time to think about some of the stuff that someone's saying. Charles Barkley, shut your punk ass up, bro. You said WNBA players are hating on Caitlin Clark. No one from the WNBA has. That's what I mean by detach yourself.
Nobody.
It's everyone else that's talking. That's hating on Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese. It ain't the WNBA. Asia Wilson ain't saying nothing negative about her. And that's what I wanted to say, like what I was about the Magic comparison. We had Kareem in the league. Well, we got Asia in the league. We got Stewie in the league. We got Diana Taurasi in the league. These girls, it's always going to be somebody that takes it to a whole nother level. Allow them to do that. The people that think that black men are capping for Caitlin Clark, we're the ones watching the games. Look up some statistics before you tweet, before you go on TV and say stuff that you say. A lot of you are, I use this analogy a lot because this is something I was taught. Remember, when you watch TV and the TV go, and. When that's done, what does it say? Now back to television programming. This is social media programming. People are seeing this stuff every day on social media, so naturally they're going to hate on Caitlin because of that. Naturally, they're going to hate on Angel because of that. And I think these young ladies deserve all the praise that they should be getting for moving the goalpost of women's sports to a whole nother stratosphere. But let's not call it. Let's stop living in the bullshit moment. Caitlin Clark did a lot of this work. She only played Angel Reese, 3 times? If that, if I can remember correctly. So let's give her because if it was anybody else, we would be giving them the credit. We would be saying, for example, right now we're giving Ant-Man the credit. We tried to give Ja the face of the league. We tried to do the new kids with the NBA players, and Ja didn't get the hate. People love Ja. Ja did himself. You know what I'm saying? Ant has almost did himself in with the NBA, giving them the face of the NBA. The men don't face this type of scrutiny. So my closing thing would be, if you don't know what the hell you're talking about, shut up. For real. Shut up, please, because you're going to make it so you about to make it so that people don't like the WNBA.
Right.
Because it comes with all of this extra drama. Nobody wants to deal with that when they watching sports. We, as sports fans, we want to watch the drama that's manufactured within the game. Oh, you go up by 6. Can they come back with 2 minutes left? That's the drama we want to see. We don't want to see every day. Is she good because she's white? Is she getting love because she's white? Okay, yes, let's just call a spade a spade. Yes, some of it is because of that. It is some of it because of that. She went to Iowa. Her fan base is going to be white because you know what's in Iowa?
A lot of white people.
That ain't her fault.
Yeah.
But not only that, she's good. She's like when we love Steph Curry, we love the long when players have this amazing jump shot and they're not super big and all this other like she was exciting to watch in Iowa. She's excited. She's gonna get there in the WNBA. Like she packed out the Iowa football field, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she is must see TV. Yes, could they have put more Chicago Sky games on? Yes, I'm all with that. But Caitlin Clark is that young lady. She is her. You know what I'm saying? Everybody loves Steph because he's shooting from the logo effortlessly. She's doing the same thing. And I'm not saying she's Steph, but I'm just saying her game is exciting to watch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody likes that excitement when somebody's shooting from the logo. You know what I'm saying? A lot of WNBA games got moved from their regular arenas to the NBA arenas. When nobody else is doing that.
Where would y'all have for Victor? When Victor was getting on TV, knowing damn well the Spurs shouldn't be on TV.
Getting smacked by 50.
Nobody said not a damn word.
Yeah, 70 pieces put on him.
And nobody watches basketball because of no damn Victor Wembanyama. We've been watching basketball. He just the next thing. So if you're not gonna do the same thing to the men, don't do it to the women, man. Stop doing that. Let this young lady, let all of these young ladies, like I said, Angel, because on this show, I apologize to Angel, not because I did it or I did or said anything wrong. I just think as Black men, we could have protected her a little bit more. And I didn't see the hate that she was getting because she was so good at playing the villain role. I thought she liked it, but I didn't know it was affecting her personally. So that's why I apologize to Angel, and I ride with Angel. But at the same time, there's people that live here in Maryland that had no clue she played for Maryland. Shut up.
Oh. And she got a brother that played at Maryland.
Shut up.
Yeah. No, hey, gentlemen, you all made some damn good points. To end this topic, my thing is let Caitlin cook, man. Just let her do her thing because and to Mike T's bigger point, it's not the basketball or the WNBA people that are creating this narrative. It's clickbait media people, and then what it does, it divides that we see this clickbait mentality amongst social media. Oh, I got to hate her because of this. You got to look at the end of the day, NBA, like Mike T said, it was Magic and Bird. It went to Jordan, and then it went to Kobe. Then it went to Bron, and it's going to go.
Hold on. I ain't about to let you do that.
No, what you mean?
It went from Jordan to Iverson. Don't leave my man out. I'll super kick the mess out of you.
Okay, it went from Jordan to Iverson and Kobe to LeBron, and then it's going to go to somebody else when LeBron leaves. There's people that attaches to certain people. I saw what you did. Sports needs a figurehead, and what it does, it needs a figurehead to draw in the viewers to expand their sport for the viewers who are not everyday viewers like us on this channel. So, yeah, go ahead, Mike. What's up?
No, I was going to say the reason why I brought up Iverson. Ain't this the reverse of how they was treating Iverson?
Speak on it.
If you get what I'm saying about reverse.
I know what you're saying, but I want you to elaborate on it. Speak on it.
Changing the culture. Taylor Clark has changed the culture of women's basketball. Like it or not. I think Gigi would have been it, to be honest with you. I think Gigi Bryant, Kobe's daughter, was going to do that. And I think she should get a lot more credit than she gets. Because she was changing it as a kid. But the culture has been changed with women's basketball. Yeah. And the person that it is, you don't like the way it looks. A lot of people just don't like the way it looks. And people don't want to say that because they want to hide behind that. But they don't like the way it looks. Well, when the culture got changed in the NBA, they ain't like the way it looked.
But you can't deny the culture that it's changed. You can't deny it.
I'm never going to say you have to be a CC fan.
No, you don't have
Just
to.
Don't hate on her.
Hey,
Yeah.
point blank period. You don't have to like Caitlin Clark, but you can't deny the effect that she has on the sport. You can't deny it.
Exactly.
It's undeniable. All right.
What
You-
she
that-
had
that-
on the
that's the
effect she
bottom
had
line.
on women's basketball, period.
Period.
And I
But-
understand that Asia Wilson. I understand when people say Asia Wilson should be getting the love that Caitlin's getting. I do. I 100% do. But then I go
Yeah.
back to what I said about Magic. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was the leading scorer for 87 years. Do we hold Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to a higher regard than we did Magic and Bird? No.
Asia.
Hey.
Shout out to Asia Wilson. She about to have that Nike shoe drop soon too. Shout out to Asia, that signature sneaker. Shout
Hey.
out to Angel Reese for being
Yeah.
the newest part owner of the DC Powers women's soccer team and the WNBA for the 2 new teams, one in Toronto and one in Golden State.
Some of y'all women, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Some of y'all women and a lot of y'all men need to choose your words wisely about the stuff y'all be saying, because in my lifetime, I've seen more men wearing the Cheryl Swoop shoes than I've ever seen a woman wear those shoes.
Hey, we gonna put a period on that one, because I like how we go in that one. But hey, man, just gotta show love and show appreciation when it does, man. More love in this world. Couple of more quick little hitters, and we gonna get up out of here. Hey, I'm locked up. They won't let me out. They won't let me out. I'm locked. Scotty Scheffler, a golfer. All right, so I'm gonna paint the scenario for y'all. He was down in Kentucky. All right, there was a fatal accident. So condolences to the family for the individual lost their lives. Got hit by a tour bus. So it's traffic backed up. It's early in the morning, and he's trying to get to the country club to get to his tee time on time. So his driver kind of cut through whatever. I think he was driving, trying to cut through the traffic, and a police guy, kind of hawked him down, and he kind of attached himself to the vehicle, and then he ended up falling off. And eventually they stopped him, arrested him. They booked him. Took his photo mugshot. 2 hours later, he's already bonded out and he's back on the golf course. Have y'all ever seen a scenario so crazy like this? I just want to get y'all thoughts and opinions on this situation. Oh, he's rubbing his hands. He's doing the Birdman. I'm coming right back to you, Mike T. Let's go.
And this is why they hate Caitlin Clark. See, I didn't know all this that happened. I read briefly about it, but I ain't know, cuz was like, hold up, man. Somebody died. I don't give a damn. I gotta make this putt. This is why they hate Caitlin Clark. Privilege. If a black man would have did that.
Hey, and I ain't gonna cap. He had probably one of his best rounds of golf after he got locked up too.
You know
I was about to say.
See what I'm saying?
He shot like a 61 or something like that.
Slim might still be in jail right now, waiting his court date. If it was one of us, some people might say, "Mike, what are you talking about, Caitlin Clark?" Read between the lines. This is why they hate Caitlin Clark, and it's unfair to her, because suckers. Let me not say suckers. Matter of fact, no, I'm gonna say what the hell I want to say. What he did was some sucker activity. If somebody died, that your punk ass couldn't wait for some golf.
Hey,
Where are we at as people, bro? We so desensitized to everything, bro. I didn't know somebody had died.
Yeah.
I just read that too.
I just thought he went to jail as well.
Yeah, I thought he got locked up, and I thought it was a situation where it was from what at first when I read it, I thought it was a situation where the police were wrong.
Well, he was backed up in traffic, and he was trying to make his tee time on time. He was trying to get to the country club to, get warmed up and get his practice putts and swings in, and his tee time was going to be an early tee time. But the fact of the matter is at some point in time, call the event, be like, "Hey, bro, I'm stuck in crazy traffic. Yo, there's a fatality. Like, can y'all help me out with the moving my tee time back or something, or or just take the penalty?" The fact of the matter is, I think you hit it right on the head. The P word, privilege. because he thought that, hey man, I'm so important as a PGA golfer that let me make my tee time, bump all this traffic because there's been a fatal accident, and let me just mosey my way through all the traffic.
Oh, now I'm mad. I wish we would have talked about this more.
Well, all right. So I've read something, and I don't know how accurate this is, but they're trying to say that he didn't know that it was a fatality. And he was just driving. He was doing what the officer had asked him to do.
Yes.
So the officer told him to pull into the country club. But then as he was pulling into the country club, the cop attached himself somehow on the vehicle,
yeah,
and ended up getting dragged.
Yeah.
For
for a little bit. Yeah.
For a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
In the car or on the street?
No. He got attached to the car, and I guess he was kind of like hanging on or something, and then
he was trying to pull him out.
Yeah.
The cop was trying to pull Scott Scheffler out the car.
Yeah, because there was a miscommunication, because what Jay is talking about is right. So Scotty was like, hey, I was just following directions because one cop had told me, do this, do that. And I guess the communication didn't get passed. So you got one cop, playing traffic, and he didn't know that he had this conversation with the previous cop. So the cop that got dragged is just trying to do his job. Like, hey, man, there's a fatality. It's traffic. We're trying to direct the traffic to a certain area. You're not above that. And that's what the cop pretty much did. So, I mean,
it's a lot. And they're trying to say, now they're saying the cop that was drugged didn't have on his body cam. So he got penalized. I was trying to read it. It just broke earlier today or whatever. But yeah. So it's a huge miss. But the fact that he was still able to play after all of that was crazy to me. Like, I felt he should have been suspended until the investigation was done. Like, to still play after all of that is wild to me.
Yo, he got bonded out in like 2 hours.
Yeah, he was there for his tee time. He was able to bond out and be there for his regular tee time. There was no delay, no nothing.
Nothing.
And then he tied for third place.
This man went straight from mugshot to shooting 61. Probably his
best round. Crazy to being tied for third place after all this took off. Like, all this happened. At some point, as a person in society, you gotta be like, man, this is kind of not my day. That man just went on and just said, you know what? I'ma still go in third place. That's just crazy to me. Like Mike T said, man, at some point after I done got bonded out and everything, I would have just said, you know what, y'all? This has been a rough day. I shouldn't even be playing right now. All of this stuff happened. This man didn't care about nothing but to get onto that tee time.
Shot his best round.
Get in third. And what he did was impressive. My little bit of knowledge of golf, and a little bit impressive, man.
Hey, shooting 61 on the par on a round. Trust me, that's some Tiger Woods type shit in his.
That's crazy.
Tiger would have shot a 80 because they would have scrutinized every damn move that Tiger made.
Tiger wouldn't have been there.
Yeah, like, I understand that he didn't know the fatality part, but even when I'm driving on the Beltway or somewhere and there's an accident, the first thing I think about is making sure I'm praying that the person that's in the accident or whatever's going on,
okay. Yeah.
And then I'm thinking about whatever I got to do to make sure they okay on the road. I mean, it might piss me off because I might be running late somewhere, but as long as that person is safe and the proper authorities can get to that person to help that person, then that's what makes this is
yeah,
it's crazy. I think he got a court. His arraignment is coming up soon too.
Yeah. It's a very fluid situation. Me personally, I'm just like, bro, just wait. Like, I guess he thought that he was just that important to the world and golfing that he needed to just bypass all there's traffic, bro. You may not have known that there was a fatality, but my thing is dog, you can easily call somebody at the country club, be like, hey man, I'm backed up, man. We in this, because that's out of your control. But the fact that you just went out of your way to make it seem like you was that important over everybody else in traffic, that you needed to make this tea time is the issue I have with this whole situation. Like, just wait, bro. Are you that impatient? The golf tournament ain't going nowhere. That tournament ain't going nowhere. Them golf clubs and golf tees ain't going nowhere. But there's somebody who ain't getting back to their family. If somebody's not getting back to their family and you just couldn't wait.
But I don't even think it's about him not waiting. I think I really, from the reports that have been released, it sounds like it's more on the police. Because if they instructed him to drive to come in this way, and they didn't communicate it to the other officer, and he's at the point where he's jumping or attaching himself to your car, trying to pull you out, like, how we get there? You know what I'm saying? Y'all told me to turn in to a cop jumping on my car trying to pull me out.
Yeah, it escalated quickly, and
get there.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that, Jay. There needs to be better communication amongst the police on that situation. But
somebody getting fired.
Oh, what?
but after that point, though, when he did get arrested, me personally as a human, I would have just set that out and I wouldn't have made the tournament. I'd have just had to take that L. Because like y'all said, once I found out everything, like, nah. Like like Mel said and Mike said, like, I'm
good on that.
I'm good, man. Like, it's been a bad day. Like, it ain't meant for me. Let me just chill and maybe donate some money to the person who lost a loved one.
Yeah. Hey, man, crazy situation. Last topic, man. Ryan Garcia, man, he's been in the news. You know, a couple of months back, they had the fight with Devin Haney. He tested positive for 2 different substances. The sample B for one of the substances came back negative, so he was cleared of that one. But the second B sample of Serene, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but forgive me, it came back positive again. So there's a good chance might get stripped of that win. Man, hey, man, cheaters never prosper. I don't know. But my thing is he's still fighting that the commission has some gripe against him, man. But I don't know what you fellas think on this. King Mel, talk to us, man.
That cheaters never prosper thing is kind of crazy. I grew up watching a UFC fight on crack cocaine his whole UFC career. But Ryan Garcia, we kind of said it here on the show. Whatever character you was playing it to the fullest. That's what Mike T said. And apparently, whatever character that was, he was on something. That's what the test is saying. But I'm glad you still beat up the guy that was hanging out with Diddy. I appreciate it.
Damn.
Okay. Jae Jones, talk to us, man.
Man, I don't want to say it looked like he was on something, but like, yeah, that character he was playing, man, he just, it's unfortunate, man, because you hate to see something like this happen. You know, it was a hype fight, you know what I'm saying? It was a big card, big name match. You hate that it came down to, you know, him testing positive twice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's a blow for boxing, no pun intended, but it sucks for boxing because, you know, you expect these guys to come. Like, he already came to the fight. He was like, I think like 1.5 pounds or 2 over the weight.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Weight. Yeah,
he didn't even make weight. So then to come in and then test positive is like damn, bro. Like it sucks, man. I hate to see it, man. He definitely he beat Haney. You know, during that match, but you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't count now because you tested positive.
Yeah.
Tough L.
Yeah. Bad circumstances. Mike T, man, close it out for us, bro.
Nobody cares for real. Nobody cares. Like, at the end of the day, like, whatever I told y'all, again, I'm the Oracle. I told y'all that boy was on something. And if whatever he was taking, it was making him act like that, then they gonna let him take it again for boxing instead of damn fight. Because he sold that fight. Devin ain't sold nothing. Ryan sold that fight. That's one. And two,
That's
Ryan, you's a sucker. Anybody that can go with a straight face, do something, know they cheating, and still take the test, and know they cheating, you's a sucker.
Mm.
Like, that's like saying, you know what, bro? I just smoked a J, but I'm gonna go take this piss test for this Walmart job, knowing damn well, like, why you wasting people's time, bro?
Mm.
Somebody got to write up that you're gonna fail this test, and you knew your ass was gonna fail the test.
Mm.
Like, just be up front with it, bro. Like, I hate when people get caught cheating and be trying to lie. Like,
I'm
you know what I'm
surprised.
saying? Mark McGuire didn't go through that for y'all. Tell the truth.
That's like saying you ain't record the other team's plays and you came out there
Hey
acting
yo, hey yo, hey yo,
acting surprised at the defense.
hey yo.
Well, you ain't deflate the ball.
Hey,
I had no idea.
what?
Which I played football. I didn't know that made that much of a difference, but hey.
Yo, wow, bro. Hey, man. Oh, man. Great episode,
It
man.
took Balco. They wouldn't have found out for a good 5 years.
That's bullshit.
Hey, would have waited till you was already retired and everything.
Yeah,
dog.
until you about to go to the Hall of Fame. Then they're like, no.
Oh, man, I love it, man. Great episode, man. We're going to put this joint in park, man. Hey, time to drop them socials, man. King Mel, give them to him, man.
You know where to find me at King Mel Stacks in the four corners of wrestling. I'm on Twitter or now is it X. I'm in. You know my GM as well. Second place about to be first place. And on Facebook, Jamal Scroggins, you know.
Hey, man, you've been saying that for like a whole month now, bro.
Yo, don't talk to me. Jay will beat me.
Hilarious.
You just gave a spoiler.
I'm gonna let you have that.
We like at least like 3 to 4.
Hey, nah, Mike. I'm gonna let him have that. I'm gonna let him have that. Tell Double Jae Jones, man, drop the socials for the peoples, man.
Hey, Jae Jones on all 5 social media platforms. The Man Cave Sports Group on Facebook. Holla at me.
Yeah, you heard the man. Mike T, man, drop them socials for him, man.
Mike T 304 on Twitter. Coach Drip 304 on IG. Michael Turner on Facebook. And since we throwing shots, I am not going to do what Jay Will does. I'm going to allow Wildcard Mar to tell the people what shows we have.
Hey, man. Y'all know where to find me. KC Wildcard Mar on the Twitter, RW Sports Network, and of course, every Saturday right here on the Man Cave Sports Podcast, as well as in the Four Corners of Wrestling. Throw them foes up, throw them cards down. And don't forget, on Sunday, we got, yes, that's right, 5 top moments in wrestling for the week with our man King Mel. Monday, we got my GM 2K24, where the fellas of the 4C Boys do our own booking and mash it with the video game of WWE 2K24, hosted by that man right there, Hollywood Mike T. Hey, that's what I'm trying to tell you. We got 3 straight days of fire, flame, just dope content. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, right here on 613 Faye Productions, the YouTube channel. Hey, you catch the audio where you get your podcast needs as well. So make sure you tap in with us. Tap in with BetAlytics and our man G Money on Twitter. Get the advantage away from the bettors and put the more money in your pocket. BetAlytics.com. Hit that 20% off promo code Caveman, CAVE man. And hey, get your subscription so you get that advantage. Hey, until then, man. We ain't got to go home, but Jay, man.
Hold on. Hey, before I shut the door, y'all have a safe and fun Memorial Day weekend while y'all eating them burgers and glizzies. Make sure y'all hit that 613 and check out all that dope content Wildcard Mar told y'all about. But until then, we got to shut the door on y'all asses. We out of here, you dig?
Maryland Tech coming.